Well, welcome again. It's Debbie here. Just going to show how I'm going to set up the irrigation system for my hydroponics. So this is on the plastic lid for the boxes. I've already done the foam, extruded foam ones. I will just show you that, but I didn't think about showing how I did it, so I'm just going to do the hard plastic ones and show how I did that. So each one of these little red dots here are a circular micro spray, so it should water all the bases of the plants, so there won't have to be huge amounts of water in the actual tubs. There'll just be enough circulating through to the water well. So I'll just turn the screen around so you can got as the water tank. It's 70 litres, and this is my submersible pump. So it's a 24 volt. Just be careful when you order one online. This one it was 12 volt or 24 / 24 volt, and when I went in to order, there wasn't actually a box to tick to say I particularly wanted a 12 volt one. I thought there might have been a switch on it that I could have swapped between 12 or 24 volt, but when it came, it's only a 24 volt. So now I have to set up a totally different battery system to run that sump pump, but anyway, that's fine. I'm going to do that, and so that it can just run and not drain any energy from the rest of what will be my horse-drawn vehicle. Anyway, I'm just going to show how I set up the irrigation system. Okay, so I've finished tying all the irrigation piping out onto the bottom. I have to tighten a couple. I didn't tighten them quite enough, so I might have to redo them. So normally it would sit in nice and tight and they wouldn't move, but you can see that all the bases of the plants will be watered, and so that will all be tied down. So what I did also was yesterday when I was cutting out the holes, I put a couple of holes here in the side of the buckets to actually thread the irrigation pipe through. With the extruded foam ones you don't have to, because it doesn't sit flat and clip onto the tub, so you've got plenty of gap to put the irrigation pipes up through. So it's got these nooks in the sides, so you can set up the irrigation and just slide it through in and underneath wherever you want. So, but this one I did that, and then you just can thread the irrigation pipe through the hole. Better to try and do it two-handed. There we go, 1. 2. And that's so that they can all be set up together. And then the buckets. The buckets will fit up inside the holes nicely, and you can put your plants in and they will get watered in underneath. So the idea of this also is, so on the bottom of the bucket I can have a tap put in here, and they'll all be at the same level for all my buckets, and there would be a tap attached there so I can have them flow through to each to a a joined hose that will go down into my water tank, and then from there it will be sent up by the pump again to go back through, and so that's how it will keep circulating through all the different tubs. And also where the tap is, I can, when I want to disconnect them from each of the joins, so each hose will have an attachment so that I can unclip them from each other when the pump's turned off, so I can move them into my caravan, because the whole idea of the way I'm setting this up is so that it can be mobile. So each bucket will be able to be detached from each other, moved into my horse-drawn vehicle, reattached, have the pump set back up, going again, and it will, while I'm moving, planning to do about 6 hours driving a day with the horses, 5 to 6 hours, so I will still be able to use the water system through that 5 to 6 hours with the micro spray. Once I get to the place where I'm going to set up that night's camp, I'm hoping to be finished by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon with my driving. Take me about half an hour to set them all back up outside again, reconnect all the pipes, set the pump going again, and they can have their the irrigation back on outside at the outside in the sunshine. So then I'll have my floor space again back inside my horse-drawn caravan. So that's the idea. So I'm hoping it works, because I've always done above ground gardens. So I've put raised garden beds in, put lots of soil in, you know, put lots of what do you call it, the compost and mushroom compost, and put worms in and all sorts of stuff for the nutrients of the soil. So it's always been about the soil. So this is the first time I've actually done hydroponics. I figured since I'll only need a very low amount of water level in here because of the micro spray, they're not going to be overly heavy for me to lift in and out of my horse-drawn vehicle. So that's the hope anyway. So the reason why I did it this way is, like I said before, so that it can be mobile, so I can take it with me each day. I really need to be able to produce my own veggies and enjoy fresh food on the trip anyway. So that's it for now. When I get the taps, I'll be able to start setting up the actual hydroponics properly and have it all set up and know that it's running correctly before I actually go on the road. So the horses were booked in at the end of the month, but the lady who's going to be breaking them in, and she's sick at the moment, so they're now booked in definitely. They will be heading to the trainer on the 8th of March, so 2 days before I have to be out of this house. So I'm just so thankful that God's opened up the way for me to be able to not be homeless. I actually thought I was just going to have to head bush in a tent. So now he's opened up the way that I can make this horse-drawn vehicle and have grow my veggies, and well, I'm hoping that this works. Anyways, if anyone has any other ideas that they might be able to forward about hydroponics, because I really don't know anything, I'm learning step by step and thinking things through and trying to make sure that it, like in my mind it works. I'm just hoping that it will, but anyway, we'll learn together, hey. Anyway, I will speak to you next time and see you then. Okay, bye bye for now.